You have to travel that way tonight, or if you're waiting on friends or family to navigate through that area in order to get home. Well, all hands on deck in the nation's capital when it comes to addressing Florida's unique algae problem and other water issues. More than half of the state's congressional delegation huddled together last week searching for solutions. Our Washington, D.C. Bureau reporter Samantha-Jo was there, and she's joining us now live tonight. What's the first issue they plan to tackle?
Well, Tammy, last year's red tide blooms were rated as one of the worst in recent history, which is why scientists are reminding lawmakers that consistent funding is needed so they can conduct research and prevent it from happening in the future.
In Florida, we are all environmentalists.
Florida is the only state on the mainland with 2 coastlines, so lawmakers know just how critical it is to combat issues like oil drilling, red tide, and harmful algal blooms.
My district is right in the heart of this.
Congressman Greg Stubbe would like to see the federal government assist in helping to convert homes on septic tanks to sewer systems.
It's no secret that a lot of these algae blooms, where they're blooming, comes from areas that have high concentration of septic tanks.
Experts from across the state testified about the situation and urged federal lawmakers to provide more funding and to better coordinate with their counterparts on the local level. And that's what they're planning to do.
We are working with Senator Rubio on a Reef Conservation Act reauthorization that would include funding to restore Florida's Great Reef, which has been plagued by bleaching as of late because of nutrients and other pollution.
This delegation, bipartisan across the aisle, really gets the importance of water from environmental concerns to economic concerns, and is really ready to take meaningful action moving forward.
In addition to introducing legislation that would ban oil drilling off the eastern Gulf permanently, all 27 members of the state's congressional delegation recently sent a letter to the Interior Secretary demanding that oil rigs stay away from Florida's waters.
We want to protect the environment. We don't want any offshore drilling anywhere near Florida.
Well, this letter from the delegation comes as the Interior Department prepares to release a 5-year plan that would open up 90% of the outer continental shelf to oil and gas exploration. It's unclear if an exemption will be made for the Sunshine State. We're live on Capitol Hill this evening. Samantha-Jo, Spectrum News 13.